If it is an emergency fund, no go, right? Because if it's an emergency fund, and we have just said, right, the next 6 months, 12 months, there could be a recession, and there is no guarantee you can keep your job. So if it's an emergency fund, you better keep your emergency fund.
A question has been running around, and it is so right now, if I got cash, I want to invest. How to do? What to do?
Right.
Yeah.
So the first question is this cash your emergency fund? If it is an emergency fund, no go, right? Because if it's an emergency fund, and we have just said, right, the next 6 months, 12 months, there could be a recession, and there is no guarantee you can keep your job. So if it's an emergency fund, you better keep your emergency fund. So emergency fund, no go. But if this is cash that is above your emergency fund, sure, you can go in and put into the markets. And again, it depends on what you invest in. I don't know about you, I do not know a lot of other investments because I'm not greedy. So I use a lot of index. I use a lot of not just S&P, but I also buy into the MSCI All Country World Index because that includes emerging markets, right? I like diversification. In the first April, let's use April for example, right? The S&P 500 dropped a lot more than the MSCI World, or rather the S&P 500 dropped, not a lot more, dropped more than the MSCI World All Country World Index. Right? I think the S&P 500 in April dropped like 8%. The MSCI All Country, which includes emerging markets, dropped about, I think, 7%. But that's because the emerging markets held up better during this period. So if you are diversified, right, then overall you are not as bad. So if you are investing in these things, yes, you can use your cash to invest into this market. But my suggestion is this. My suggestion is go in tranches, right? Don't be so greedy that you put in everything
all at one go.
Right, so because we do not know how things is going to pan out, so every time it drops, you may just want to nimble a bit. You just buy a bit. But again, please do not use your emergency fund to do it.
So one question people ask is, how much to shoot each time? How, let's say I've got, $10 I have to put in the stock market. Do I break into $1, $1, spread over 10 months? Or 6 months, or how to do it, yeah.
So it's really your comfort level, right? Back in our firm, when we advise our clients, we usually say over 3 to 6 tranches, right? So over 3 to 6 tranches means that if we use the example of $10, and well, each time you put $3, $4. But if you don't feel so comfortable, you can spread over a longer period of time, right? I mean, there's no real science behind it. It is really what you are comfortable with.
Just want to reiterate what Chris say, 3 to 6 tranches. What he says, don't be defined, like 3 to 6 tranches, spread it out. Don't jibaboom all one down. Okay, more or less, this is kind of what I do also. Okay, I don't even know whether I don't even know whether I'm is it 3 or 6, but I really kind of spread it out, right, so that we can buy on the down and up. Yes.